Alright, here we are for the inspection at the crash site. Back again at ground zero. Let's take a look. As you can see, we've got a lot of water. And most interestingly, a completely destroyed bottle, which doesn't surprise me. It's been completely crushed. The bottom is completely blown out. And from what it looks like, the bottle, even though I dropped it in this orientation, must have rotated, landed on its side. Similar to the toilet tissue roll, also looked like it landed on its side, even though I dropped the toilet tissue roll similarly like this. Seemingly they both rotated, landed on their side, got crushed, and then the water got jetted out this end, which doesn't surprise me. That it went out the bottom end versus out the top end, because this top is significantly stronger than this bottom end. And the pressure inside, because as it's being crushed, the volume of the bottle's going down. And like squeezing a balloon, when you squeeze it down, the volume decreases, pressure very dramatically increases inside, and the pressure is essentially a force that's pressing out on all parts of the bottle, and it will find its way out of the weakest spot, which not surprisingly was the bottom. So that was interesting, but maybe a couple of interesting thoughts before we go would be how much force did this bottle impart on this concrete ground here? Or equally, you could ask how much force did the ground impart on the bottle because of Newton's first, second, or third law? Because of Newton's third law, equal and opposite reactions. Equal actions, opposite reactions. The question is, how would you figure out how much force they imparted on each other? And also, perhaps, it's a good question, does the bottle have a lot more force than, for example, the paper towel roll? Does it make sense to say that the heavier object has more force? And perhaps I even ask you, does it make sense to say that anything has force at all? What does that even mean? Can you actually have force? Why or why not? And either way, how might we actually determine how much force that bottle imparted on the floor, or how much the floor imparted on it? What quantity or quantities dictate that calculation? Perhaps there's something for you to think about. All right, see you guys.